Hello and welcome back here to Newcastle City Cricket Club. Tynedale in the chase here. Still need another 166 to win. 49 for 2 it is. After those two early losses, and Jamie Crichton just hits another one up to third man there, a late cut. And that takes the score now to 50. That's a 50 up for Tynedale. So it brings it down to 165 to win. And we're in the 18th over here of maximum of 50. So I'm having a little trouble with this crease at this end, which is the left side to us. Yeah, square of the wicket. There's that much dust on the pitch. The lines obviously haven't stayed on. They were repainted at the tea break and the heavy roller was put on. But it's more or less dust every ball at the moment, kicking up with every ball that's pitched. But Kumar about to bowl to Fletcher with one slip. Fletcher hits this one to the leg side and it's picked up there at mid-on, and there's no run. So it's still 50 for 2, 165 left for Tynedale to win here. These two, they've taken their chances. They've had one or two ticklish moments, but they've put together a nice little partnership here for the third wicket for Tynedale. It's Saini and Zoyab Khan with the wicket so far. We've lost the sun here at Gosforth for the moment. Fletcher hits to mid-wicket. He's hit a 4, I think. It's running, it's coming. They've got one. Will it go? No, yes. It's gone over, yes. 4 runs. Brilliant effort there from the fielder for Newcastle City, but he just couldn't get there down in front of us and slightly to our right down on the mid-wicket boundary here. So 4 more to the total. That takes the deficit down to 161. And the score moves to 54 for 2, Tynedale. 54 now for 2. Here's Kumar bowling into Fletcher. Fletcher just squares up, and there's a shout there from Padmel here behind the stumps, but it was too good for the batsman, that one. It was pitched on a good length and it beat them all ends up there, Fletcher. But that's the end of the 18th. Tynedale 54 for 2, 161 the deficit at the moment. So we're going to have Ishan ul Haq to continue. He took over from Joy Saini at the right hand side to us here. The north end of the field here at Newcastle City, and it's going to be Jamie Crichton on strike with one slip, a gully, a point, a cover. Deep cover, as in comes Ishan now, and Crichton plays that one late, and it rolls out there towards us, and it's intercepted at gully, and there's no run. We've got a mid-off on this offside, which is nearest to us here. We've got a mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a deep square leg. Here's Ishan again now. Past the umpire and bowls to Crichton, and that tucks him up, but he manages to fend it off into the leg side. Another great plume of dust comes up as he hits that shot. And there was no run again. So Crichton just steadies himself now. Just has a look round. Padmel there keeping his troops in order behind the stumps. One slip and a gully still. Ishan about to bowl. He's on his way, the slips go down. Crichton chips it away behind square. He'll get 4 for that, I think. That'll beat the fielder up on the deep square boundary at the far side. So 4 more to the total, which takes the deficit down now to 157. And it's 58 for 2 now, Tynedale. 19th over. Still got some low cloud just passing over us from the left. Way to the west there, slightly to our left. A breeze as well amongst the trees as Ishan's into Crichton and bowls outside the off stump, and another great plume of dust greets the ball there. It goes through to Padmel without fuss. Crichton just left that one alone. and there's no run. The ball's back up with Ishan now. In fact, it's getting polished at the minute, and it'll be back with him in a little while. There it is now. He just gets the catch. Now here's Ishan again. 58 for 2 now. Tynedale. Ishan bowls to Crichton, who goes for the big drive, and he's angry with himself. Gives the bat a good clash into the pads there. Shouts of keep your concentration down from the boundary here. The changing rooms are underneath us, yeah, at the moment. And the Tynedale batsmen who are out, 2 of them, Tom Cant and Dan Parker down there, with the ones still to come. And it's Ishan again who's about to bowl. There was no run off that last one. As in he comes now and bowls, and that's a good length, but it's edged through between gully and slip, and it'll go for 4 to the 3rd man boundary down to our left hand side here. So at the moment Tynedale will take anything, and they've taken that one in the good grace it should be taken as well. And that was the end of the over. Ishan finishes that one. So 19 overs gone here. Tynedale 62.
62 please.
62 for 2, and it's still another 153 needed. And good evening if you've joined us here on Cricket West Tyne on Spreaker, the online radio network, for our 6 o'clock podcast. We'll try and keep on the air as much as possible from now until the end of the match here tonight, here in Gosforth. Not quite downtown Gosforth, but we're not far off. But here's Kumar now, right arm over the wicket. He's into Fletcher. Fletcher's forward, and let's hit him on the pads, and there's a massive appeal. There's a massive appeal, and there's an overthrow. It's a double play. It's going. They've got 1. They've got 2. They've got 3. They could run 4 here, can they? No, they're just going to settle. So there's 2 runs there. 2 leg byes there. So that was 2 to the total, and that takes it to 66, I beg your pardon. And that now is the deficit down to 151. There's a massive appeal for LBW there, and Bridge said no. And then the overthrow, there were 2, everybody was too busy appealing that the overthrow and the double play took place. So here's Fletcher again, faces Kumar. Bowls Fletcher, and that's down the leg side. Another no ball signalled there from umpire Bridge, and that takes the deficit down now to 150. So 65 for 2 Tynedale. Fletcher and Crichton doing a masterful job at the moment for the visitors here, after the loss of those 2 early wickets. But here's Kumar again. Here he's about to bowl to Fletcher. 1 slip. Fletcher's edged, and that's nicely stopped on the bounce there at first slip. So no runs there. And Fletcher just reproduces that shot in slow motion. And now he's down to do a bit of gardening. 1 slip in the 3rd man. We've got a deep backward square. We've got a mid wicket. We've got no sun. We've got a mid off, a mid on, an extra cover, a deep cover, and a backward point. Kumar to Fletcher. Fletcher hits it through mid wicket. They're going to get 1. Nice sliding stop here at wide mid on, and they go through. And Crichton's up at the striker's end now. So 1 more to the total. Takes the deficit down now to 149. It's 66 for 2 Tynedale. Tynedale 66 for 2. And this will be the 20th over, this one. 20th. So here we go now. Kumar's in the bowl. Crichton drives for 4 through extra cover, and that's the applause goes up there. Just over pitch there from Kumar, and Crichton was on top of it like a shot, and a full swing of the bat sent the old red ball away to the boundary there on the far side. So 4 more there, 4 more to Crichton and 4 more to Tynedale, which takes the deficit down now to 145, and it's gone down to 145, and we'll get the score in just a moment as we watch Kumar about to go in again, and he's going to bowl to Crichton. In he goes now and bowls, and that's down the leg side, and there's going to be one by here. Padmalaya couldn't hang on. Umpire Bridge just signals it up now. 144 the deficit. 144. 71. And here's Kumar again now. Here he is, going to bowl right arm over the wicket. Fletcher on strike. Just pulls away because they're changing the field. Mid wicket is dropped outside the circle down to the boundary. Deep square's gone even straighter behind square there. We've got a deep forward square leg in place now. Here's Fletcher about to face Kumar. He flicks that away up towards us and slightly to our right, and that fielder's going to get it there. They've run one. It's thrown in now, and that's the end of the over, the end of the 20th. And Tynedale still 144 behind, and the score going on is, have a look, is 72 for 2. Tynedale here, 72 for 2, 144 still to get here. 143, I beg your pardon, the gap here. And now it's going to be Ishan again who's going to bowl, and he's going to bowl to Fletcher, right-handed with one slip. And here he comes now, one slip in a gully. Bowls, and Fletcher's back and plays and misses. Oh, it's missed by Padmalaya. There's going to be more buys here. It's Sini after it. 2 more buys to the total. And yes, umpire Langford just signals it up to the scorers who are sitting in front of us here. So 74 now for 2, Tynedale. $141 the deficit. And there's Ishan again, who bowls to Fletcher, and there's no run. He just plays that one into the offside, and it's fielded there. And now the ball's back up there with Ishan again. Still no sun here tonight at Gosforth. As in comes Ishan again, and that's quick outside the off stump, and Fletcher shaped to play that one, and the last minute just let it away through to the wicket keeper. So it's 74 now for 2. With 141 still to get. This is the 21st over. And here's Ishan Ulahak again, bowls to Fletcher, who drives up to mid-on, and they're going to get 1. And he runs through there quite quickly, so 1 more to the total. That takes it to 75, 140 now, the deficit for Tynedale to win. 140 it is, 75 for 2. Now mid-on has just dropped outside the circle, trying to tempt Crichton into a big shot here maybe. Shan bowls outside the off stump, and an even bigger plume of dust kicks up this time, and the breeze has just dropped out there. That lot didn't blow away just as quite as quick as the others, and it goes through to Padmalaya, the wicket keeper, and there's no run. So we've got 1 slip, a gully, a deep square leg, a backward point, a deep cover, an extra cover, a mid off, a long on, a mid wicket. There's Ishan's in again, and there's an edge, and he's out. Caught it first slip. Crichton it is. There's a good length, a quicker ball, a plume of dust. Crichton was forward driving, edged, caught out to his right hand side there at first slip, and I think that may have been Kumar who caught that one. They're just in, he looks as if he's in the middle of the huddle there. So Tynedale now 75 for 3 in the 21st, and the new batsman going out for Tynedale is James Rainford, but Crichton's on his way back here. Tynedale 75 for 3.
33.
And as Rainford goes in to join Fletcher, you could say this is a crossroads and it's the tightest rope possible here for Tynedale. It's Ishan who's taken a wicket now. That's his first of the
James Rainford.
afternoon. And the umpires again have come together. And this is the third time the umpires out there have had a word, and they're both there and they're having a word to the fielders now. The fielders are all gathered round. And there looks to be a little bit of firmness in the voices out there. You can hear them coming through the headphones here, but it's umpire Bridge who has the ball at the minute. He's talking to Pat Malaya, the captain. He used to be captain at any rate. But this is the 22nd over now. There's words going on. It's still going on out here. Umpire Bridge is... the hand signals there were definitely a sign of cut it out, crossing the hands together and waving them away to the outside of his body there. So it's going to be Kumar to continue here.
75, please.
75 for 3. The score still 140 to win here for Tynedale. And this is the 22nd over of a maximum of 50. And here's Kumar now. There's still one slip, a second slip in place. A third man, a point, a deep cover, not quite on the boundary. An extra cover, a deep mid off, a mid on, a mid wicket, and a deep square leg. So here's, and we've got more trouble down here on the boundary. And the umpires are still talking together, and it can't be any amount of people that are outside the ring here, and they're still chatting.
No, don't.
Now umpire Bridge lets them go.
Is it?
And here's Kumar, who is bowled, and it's Fletcher who's played for 1 out to backward square leg there. And it takes the score now to 76 for 3, yes. And that takes the deficit down now to 139 for Tynedale to win. 139 for Tynedale to win here. Here's Kumar again, it is, who's about to bowl at umpire Bridge's end. He's bowling to James Rainford. One slip in place, here he goes. Here's Kumar. Rainford drives and it comes off an inside edge and it goes between him and the stumps out the backward square leg for a single. So one more to the total there, that takes 277, and the deficit comes down now to 143. And Kumar's down on the ground at the moment. He looks like he's got a bit of cramp. 138, I beg your pardon now, the deficit. Perhaps I said that. Somebody shouting up here, and here we go. Kumar just looks to have strained himself just a bit, and we're having a hold up and play, maybe just to settle down. Umpire Langford having a word with one of the fielders. Kumar's back up on his feet now, so it's all going on here at the minute. We don't seem to be able to get any cricket just at the moment, and that was a good catching job up here on the balcony. But here's Kumar again. He's about to bowl to Fletcher. No, we've got another hold up here. We've got another change in the field. We've got Saney going back down to deep square leg. We've got a third man up there. We've got a mid wicket. We've got a mid off, a mid on, an extra cover, a deep cover, and a point. And one slip. As in goes Kumar now over the wicket to Fletcher, and he's played that out. Goes the face up the deep backward square again where Saney fields and throws in. One more to the total here, which takes it to 78. And that takes the deficit down now to 137. 22nd over here, 22nd this one, has a maximum of 50. And he's got one slip. I thought it was going to have two slips for a minute there, but the field stayed the same. And here we go, here's Kumar. A tall upright run up of his, he's in and bowls, still going for him, that's hit him on the pads. And a big appeal there, and the umpire Bridge says no, and he's still got both umpires still got the sun hats on out here this afternoon, although the sun's gone in, thicker cloud down here in the evening here at Gosford now. And we're up on the balcony. I'm behind the scorers here, and there was no run there, so it still remains the same. Still 137 for Tynedale to get, and I've just seen the drinks go out there, so we must be due a drinks break any minute now. Jamie Crichton taking early advantage there of no cue. He's just he was the last man out, so he's making good while he can, but the next one by Rainford was just pushed out onto the offside there, and there's no run. So we have got a slight change in the field here. Extra cover may have just dropped a yard or two deeper. And that deep cover's about 10 yards in off the boundary at the top, at the far side there. As Kumar's in again now to Rainford, who plays this one off the back foot, or leaning backwards, and it just plops down in front of him there. Yeah. And he helpfully returns it to the field inside. And that's the end of the over. No run off the last ball there. So 137 Tynedale still need to get here after 22 overs. So drinks after 25. 78 there, you may have heard, but 78 for 3 now, Tynedale. 78 for 3. And it'll be Fletcher on strike, still battling hard out there. He's just about to take up the strike, and it's going to be Ishan Ul-Haq again who's going to bowl. And Fletcher it is who's ready now. One slip in the gully in place as Ishan comes in now to bowl over the wicket. Fletcher's forward and plays out towards the deep square boundary. And just close the face on it there, and he gets a single. Now the gap goes down to 136. That's the deficit Tynedale need to win. 136 to need. And the score goes to 79. 79 for 3 here. And here's Ishan again, just gets the ball back. Mid off, mid on, up inside the circle. A deep cover and a deep square leg as Ishan bowls to Rainford, and that one bounced and he went forward and it shot up off the bat, but short of that man at mid wicket there, so he survives that one. It bounced about 5 yards in front of the fielder and he got away with it. So Rainford moves back into his crease now. He just surveys the scene with his long sleeves on. Fletcher still in his shirt sleeves up there. And here we go, we've got one slip in a gully, a backward point. A strongish breeze getting up now. See the shirts of one or two of the players bristling about in it. As in comes Ishan again to bowl to Rainford, who drives square through the covers. It pierces the gap between backward point and extra, but it's fielded safely enough down on the deep cover boundary, and Rainford gets a single. That takes this the deficit now down to 135 and 80 for 3 Tynedale. And here's Fletcher again, just waits quietly. Bat up, here's Ishan in the bowl, and Fletcher goes, drives it out towards wide mid-off. It's a shot at the stumps at the wicket-keeper's end, and Rainford's through safely enough. Another one to the total there, 81 for 3 now, Tynedale. The deficit comes down to 134. 23rd over here. Umpire Langford just holds his arm out, holds Ishan up. Ishan hasn't actually got the ball at the minute, but no change in the field. Got a close mid-wicket there, a gully and a slip. Ishan's bowls and Rainford drives. And straight back to the bowler on the bounce there, and there's no run. And Rainford just replays his shot there. There's a couple of dandelion tops go floating by on the breeze. And just drop slowly down onto the grass. Ishan again it is to bowl to Rainford, and he tries to flick that one away down the leg side, and the wide called by umpire Langford there. And it's now down to 133 the deficit. 82 now for 3 Tynedale. 23rd over. And it's Rainford on strike, James Rainford. Yes, Ishan again to bowl to him now. Bowls around. That bounced, and there's a edge, is a yes. Caught out behind the stumps. There was a quicker one, and it caught Rainford by surprise. It was quite close to him. He's edged behind with a cross bat there, just trying to play it down into the ground. So Tynedale lose their 4th wicket here. It's gone down at 80.
It's the 25th.
82.
After the 25th. After the 25th.
And 82 for 4 now, Tynedale. Rainford's gone. Ishan has another wicket. There may be a drinks break now, is there? I think everybody's heading off this way. So after that wicket fell there, Rainford just makes his way off. And the new bat going in for Tynedale after the drinks break here will be Colin McCabe. And just incidentally, that he was on, when he bowled in the first innings, he was on a hat-trick from the last match against Swalwell. He was on
One of those, I don't know which one.
yes, he was on a hat-trick from the last game against Swalwell, but he hadn't played for 2 weeks, but needless to say he didn't get the hat-trick ball today when he bowled. But he's out there just practicing his batting now, while everybody else has a drink. And the Newcastle City Fielders just down there in front of us, so while we wait for them to have a slurp of juice, we've got Callum McCabe in, 379 runs for the season so far. How many innings has he had? McCabe, 9 innings he's had, highest score of 71, 450s in there, and he's scored 379 runs, averaging 63 with 3 not outs. So there's every chance for him here today. That rope's just got a bit tighter for Tynedale now. 82 for 4. With 133 still to get, and the drinks breaks come early with a wicket there. So this will be the 24th over. About to start when we go back out. I think that wicket fell on the last ball of the over, but we'll soon find out. And the drinks break just about finished now. And McCabe up there just stands, and the Newcastle City players in a little huddle down here just waiting for the umpires. They have been in for a little break, and now they're heading way back out. Oh, they went. Is that what it was? Well, it must be getting a little chilly with the breeze out there. We're kind of sheltered up here in the on the balcony here under a bit of roof as well, and it's not a bad spot to broadcast from here this afternoon. Got the scorers handy just in front of us here, and it's the players just going off now. It's going to be Kumar to take up the attack for the 24th over. 82 for 4 Tynedale, and the cloud's banking up now, but it's high enough. I don't think we're due any rain this evening here in Gosforth, but you can't put it past it. But here we go. It's going to be Fletcher to face the first ball after the drinks break here. Callum McCabe, the new batsman, just down at the non-striker's end. He's signalling something over to the changing rooms, but Callum McCabe, that is, at the non-striker's end. He's right now. He's out the way. Kumar can come on to bowl. Yes, we've still got one slip in the third man. Fletcher not quite ready at the top end. He's just about to set himself now. Here he goes. here's Kumar now off a shorter run, it must be said, and that's slowed down the leg side and a wide for the first ball then. There looked to be a bit of pain in that ball from Kumar. He did have a little, he went to the floor about an over or two back, but so 1 to the total anyway, 83. So 132 the deficit now as Kumar comes in to bowl to Fletcher again, and Fletcher just defends this one onto the offside, and there's no run. Picked up quickly now, and I think the message may have got through now from the umpires that it may have been a bit of over excessive appealing before the drinks break, so we'll see how it goes from now on. Kumar it is, who just virtually jogs up to bowl to Fletcher, and that's bowled down the leg side, and umpire Bridge is unmoved, so no runs off that ball, and Padmanabhan takes it to his left, and the ball comes back up towards the bowler here. So it's 83 now for Tynedale. 83 for 4. Callum McCabe and Fletcher at the crease. Kumar now jogs in over the wicket, bowls to Fletcher and bowls with a plume of dust outside the off stump, and it goes through to the wicket keeper. Fletcher left that one alone, and there's no run. I can see a jar of sun cream in front of us there. I think that might be out of use for the day now. I think might just be finished for the day now. Might not need that. And yeah. Yes, Kumar, and he goes to bowl to Fletcher, and he pushes that one out onto the offside, and there's no run. Goes straight to extra cover there. Still 83 for 4, and deficit 132. Even the sun hat's going away now. Even the umpires have got rid of theirs as well. As it's Kumar again to bowl. He's about to run in now to bowl to Fletcher again. Here he comes now, over the wicket slowly, and that's turned off the stumps up here to mid-wicket on our side. And there's no run though, rolls straight to him along the ground. That's Saini fielding in there, Joy Saini, and he picks it up and throws it back round the field before it gets back to Kumar. And looking out towards the west there, just the sun just can't quite break through that cloud up there. It looks giving it its best try though, as in goes Kumar again now in bowls, and Fletcher's forward to a good length ball this time and pushes it back to the bowler, and that's the end of the over, the end of the 24th there. So Tynedale, after 24 overs of their reply, it's 83 for 4, and they still need another 132 to win this match. And here's who's going to bowl again. Is it Ishan coming back on? I think it is, yes. He's just handed his cap to umpire Langford up there. So we're going to have one slip and a gully, a point, a deep cover, an extra cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a deep backward square leg. So here's Ishan about to bowl again now. And Callum McCabe it is who's going to face his first ball here. Right-handed. In comes Ishan and bowls, and it's full and it's driven, and that's split the fielders behind the wicket. It's running up towards the boundary, but it's a nice stop, a good stop. Diving stop up there from deep mid-off. And it's instead of being a 4, McCabe has to settle for a single for his first run. So 131 now the deficit comes down to, and the score goes to 84 for 4 Tynedale. And here's Ishan again, bowls, and Fletcher's forward and pushes it out there to deep mid-off, and there's no run. Picked up quickly there. Ball given a little bit of a polish. Tom Canton and Murray Scott on their second lap of this particular walk around the pitch, going away around anti-clockwise. They've stopped to watch the cricket down there be just off centre of the bowler's arm, across to our right hand side here. Still a few cars up on the grass there. Zishan's in again, short, and it's pulled, and it may be straight down the fielder's neck. Is it? No, one bounce, and Fletcher it is who gets just one run there, and he must have lost sight of that fielder. It was a very good judgment to place it that down onto the ground there, 15 yards in front of the boundary. But fielder didn't come in too quick, so Fletcher gets a single there, which takes it down to 130 now. Tynedale lead, and it's now 85 for 4. Here's Ishan over the wicket again, bowling to McCabe, who's forward and turns it round to mid wicket, but it's fielded nicely there, quickly off the ground, and there's no run, and McCabe retains the strike. 66 for Northumberland in the first innings against Lincolnshire earlier in the week. Didn't do much in the second innings, a couple of wickets as well though. But here he is now, facing up to Ishan, who's about to bowl with one slip and a gully. That's down the leg side, and goes through the wicketkeeper. An attempted pull shot there from a short arm pull from McCabe, but he doesn't get there, and he just stretches the shoulders out a bit, maybe feeling a bit stiff out there. And here he is now, just settles himself again. Ishan has the ball. This is the 25th over here. 25th of Tynedale supply, maximum of 50. And he comes now and bowls to McCabe, who's forward and shaped to drive there, but in the end just covers up and smothers it into the ground, into the offside. And that's the end of the over. 85 now for Tynedale, and they still need another 130 to win here. And it looks like we're going to have a change of bowler, are we? Umpire Bridge just inquiring there as to who's going to bowl. Kumar, he looked to be struggling in that last over, so he looks like he's been taken off, and he might be off for the duration now. And is it Khan coming back on? No, it's not Khan, because it's the right arm. It might be the other Ul Haq who's coming on here. Aman. Just have a look there. Check it out. Have a look. Yes, it's Aman Ul Haq who is coming on now. He's a leg spinner, a right arm leg spinner. As far as I can remember.
Yes.
May have changed his hairstyle since the last time I saw him though. But in he goes now over the wicket. Oh no, he's not. He's just walking forward and rubbing his hand in the dust there. He only goes about that pace to go in. But he's going to bowl to Ollie Fletcher with one slip and a backward point, more or less there. And he goes in now, and Fletcher's back and drives up too long off. He's gone through for one, and they're not taking the second here. In comes the throw, and Pat Malaya's out there to back up. And he just saw his teammates slow off the boundary, but to back up that one, but he gets there, and the ball's held well. So Fletcher gets a single there. The score's gone to 86. And now the deficit's down to 129. 129 it is now. And here's Aman to bowl again. Well, a quick action. He doesn't have very much jump in it. Just sort of a step and a bowl. There he goes. Loops one up wide outside the off stump, and quite short that time. And it's McCabe this time. Just lets it through to the wicketkeeper, Pat Malaya. So the field here, we've got long off, long on, a deep mid wicket, we've got a deep square leg as well, nobody deep behind the wicket, 2/3 of the way back is deep point, and there's McCabe back and punches it off the back foot up there to deep cover point that I've just mentioned, and he gets a single now, and that takes the deficit now down to 128 needed by Tynedale, and we're in the 26th over here. Here we go now. Here's Aman Ul Haq, and that was a good length ball, looped it up, and Fletcher just watched it past outside the off stump, and Padmalaya does the job, picks it up, and now he goes down again. Standing up close here for the spinner. Here he goes, Aman Ul Haq in, and there's a good length ball. He sort of crouches up when he bowls it, raises from the ground, his whole body comes up and bowls it But Fletcher played and missed that time outside the off stump. And here he is again now, twirling the ball as he goes in. And he goes, keeps low, drops one short, and Fletcher's pulled it away. One bounce, two bounce to the fielder down the deep square. And Fletcher gets a single across to our right here on our side. And that takes the deficit now down to 127. That was the end of the over as well. So Aman ul Haq ends the over there. The deficit down to 127, Tynedale lead. And there's 26 gone, so 24 to go here. 127 of 24 with 6 wickets still standing here, Tynedale. The men out, Dan Parker, Tom Cant, Jamie Crichton and James Rainford. And it's going to be Ishan ul Haq to bowl again, take up the attack. 88 for 4 is the score for Tynedale. And we've got Fletcher on strike, it is, who's facing Ishan again. And he comes and bowls full. It's turned round the corner, it's racing up towards the fine leg boundary. They've come for 1 and they're coming back for 2. It's fielded now and in it comes. And Fletcher gets himself another couple there. The score goes to 94-4 now, Tynedale, and the deficit comes down to 125. And we're in the 20. We've passed halfway now. We're in the 27th over this one. 27th over being bowled by Ishan ul Haq. And he comes again now, past umpire Langford and bowls to Fletcher, who's back in. It's gone through the legs of Gully, but it's fielded in by Aman. Here it's in at backward point. So no runs there. Fletcher looking composed. Goodness knows whether he feels like it inside, but I'm just looking through the binoculars here and he looks composed as anything out there at the crease now. And in comes Ishan again now and bowls. Fletcher plays for 1 into forward square leg just to the right of the field at mid wicket there in front of the umpire. So 1 more to Fletcher, which takes it to 91 for 4 Tynedale, and the deficit comes down to 124 needed here by the visitors. 124. A little delay in getting the ball back to Ishan there, but he's got it now. In he comes, but sleeves down to his wrists. In he comes and bowls short, and it's cut away by McCabe this time into the offside, but it's fielded nicely there in the backward point, and there's no run. And what time are we going up to? Just coming up to 6:45 here this Saturday night. And another late one for the league for the season. And here's Ishan again now. Moves in. Bowling to Colin McCabe. Bowls outside the off stump and it goes through to Padmalaya and there's no run. And McCabe just backs off away the square leg there and has a little look around. He's just gone in. He's been in nowhere near as long as Fletcher. But when he stuck his face, he's looking at something beyond the long off boundary at the moment. His shirt sleeves on. He's batting right on his crease. Quite hunched over, but his head level. As in comes Ishan again and bowls outside the off stump, and there's no run. McCabe just again lets that one by quietly. And that's the end of the over, the end of the 27th. And the score now is 91 for 4 Tynedale. And the gap, the deficit is at 124 needed. And there'll be 23 overs to do it in. And we've just seen a husky go around with its master out there. Now we've got a golden retriever on the far side out for a walk. It seems to be leading the parade over there at the moment. So I'm not doing too well to keep up with it, but and it's not going too fast neither. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. As Aman is about to bowl again. Aman ul Haq bowling to Fletcher. Like spinner with a slip and extra cover, loops one up and Fletcher's forward and tries to drive on the full there but doesn't time it, and it goes out to the said extra cover and there's no run. It's got rather a diamond of fielders from backward point to deep cover point as ul Haq's in again, and he's driven this one, has Fletcher out too long off there for a single. That brings the gap down now to
28 there was gone.
123.
Chasing 215.
And the score goes now to 92 for 4 Tynedale. And here's Ulhack again over the wicket bowls. Quick outside the off stump, and Palmalea struggles to get to that one. And indeed, umpire Bridge just signals a bye there. So that brings the gap down to 122. Stacey Levy just walks across in front of us here, keeping an eye on things. Patrolling the balcony. And there's the next one from Ulhack, and Callum McCabe just wary of that one. It goes through to Palmalea, and there's no run. Ulhack back to his mark now. He's got his sleeves down to his wrists as well, as in he goes and bowls outside the off stump, and McCabe leaves that one through to Palmalea again, and there's no run. Up there in 93 for 4 now, Tynedale, 28th over this one, and it's 122 they need for a maximum of 50. As in goes Ulhack again, Armin Ulhack, and it's outside the off stump, and McCabe gives himself some room there to chop that one down behind square on the far side, the offside, but it goes straight to the fielder there with backward point, and there's no run. That diamond is around from 2 extra covers in now and a long off, as Ulhack drops one short, and McCabe hasn't got that one away neither, and he just got a little bit frustrated there, and he hit that one straight to extra cover, and that's the end of the over, the end of Armin Ulhack's second over. And Tynedale now are 93 for 4, still 122 needed to win there.
Thank you very much.
And it's all changed in front of us here. So we're back in. Putting the scorers there, but yeah, we go. Here's Ishan to bowl again. He looks like he's going to bowl his 12 right through. He's been on quite a while now. And Palmalea's in there. So we've got one slip, a gully or a fourth slip, a backward point, a deep cover, an extra cover mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, and a deep square leg. As Ishan bowls the flat shots up in the air, and it's short of the fielder, deep mid-on there. And deep mid-off as well. The other one straight over the umpire's head there. It was a miscue, and it shot up in the air. So Fletcher let off there, just didn't control that one, so back in he goes. Yes, Ishan again now. Moves in the ball over the wicket. Fletcher lets this one through to Palmalea, the wicket keeper, and there's no run. Score remains the same at 93 for 4. 122 needed by Tynedale here. We're in the 29th over of 50, or a maximum of 50 here. The sun just won't come out. It's still trying to, but the cloud's just too low at the minute. Just the odd space between it where it might shine through soon enough. But here's Ishan again now, bowls, and Fletcher's back and driving out to deep cover here, down to our right. And there's a single there to Fletcher, 94 now for 4, and the deficit comes down now to 121. Palmalea there, his shirt tail hanging out. He's got his blue cap on now. Just leaning on his knees at the moment, behind the stumps. Ishan in again now, bowling to McCabe. McCabe swings hard, drives, and it's mistimed up there to deep mid-off, across to the right. And they're going to try and give him one here, are they? Because mid-on is dropped up to the boundary there. They must fancy their chances bowling against McCabe here. There's a deep square leg, a deep cover, and a long on now. The deep fielders outside the circle. Ishan in and bowls. McCabe's back, playing to backward point, and again he doesn't run there, he just walks back into his crease. And the score still 94 for 4 Tynedale. 94 for 4. 121 they need. McCabe on strike. First innings for Tynedale in 3 weeks. Here's Ishan again now, and he comes and bowls. McCabe's forward, he's going to play off for one up to wide long on. They've got one now, it's fielded, but they're not going for 2. It's all clatter and chatter out there in the field for Newcastle City, but they've kept that to a minimum there. 1 run off the last ball there, which takes the score to 95 for 4 Tynedale. And the deficit now has come down to 120 needed. And that was the 29th, so we're in the 30th over here. So 21 overs to go. Tynedale need 120, and we'll be back in just a moment when I play these adverts for you. Speak to you in just a tick.
You're listening to Cricket West Tyne program on Spreaker Online and Podcast Radio in association with the Royal Oak Country Pub, Cornsey Colliery, experts in business consultancy, and Cannon Bristle and Dairy Products. Drink well, eat well, do business well, listen well.
There we go. Welcome back here to Newcastle City Cricket Club as Armin Ulhak is about to take up the attack. Ball to McCabe. It's Foley. Drives it up there to long on across to the left, and he's going to get a single for this. And comes through. So 91 now. 96 the score. 96 for 2. 91.
No, you said 91.
Did I say it?
96 for 4.
96 for 4. There we go. There's Fletcher. There's Fletcher who plays it up now to third man there.
I think I put him up in Pirate Radio.
And there's no run there. As in comes Ulhak again. He goes into bowl and he's bowling to Fletcher. Fletcher swings at this one, but just holds the bat and defends it out to the offside, and there's no run. And 119 needed now. Pat Malaya vocal behind the stumps there. Ulhak drops it short and it's pulled away, and I think that'll beat the fielder for 4 down. A deep mid wicket just down to our right hand side. And there we go, another 4 off the deficit here. It comes down to 115. $115 needed for Tynedale now. 30th over here. Ulhak bowls, good length, it's pulled away, 1 bounce to the 2 bounce, and he's misfielded. Is it running towards the boundary there? No, he's going to stop it before it gets over. Deep mid wicket again, down in front of us. And there'll be 2 runs there. So that comes down now to 113. 113 needed by Tynedale here. And it's Ulhak again who's about to move in over the wicket. He's bowling to Fletcher. It's there, loops for it's a full toss and it's driven, and that's a good stop by Ulhak, diving to his left. Just in front of the stumps there, and he saves definite runs there, so that's the end of the over. And we'll try and get the updated with the score here. Stacey's just away around to have a look.
Sorry?
We've got another delay in play because I think umpire Langford is about to need the. Is he coming for a break? Just yep, we're going to have a delay. Umpire Langford just in for a quick break here. The 2 batsmen just having a look up, looking for the keys up here. So Tynedale now 102 for 4 after 30 overs here. So 20 they need. And it's 113 required from 20 overs here. And we have Saini who's going to come back on to bowl again. So we're going to have to chat through a few seconds or 2 here. Depends how long umpire Langford takes down in the dressing rooms. Pillows here. And even the squaws are having to get up for exercise here. Just to keep their muscles going up. He's back out quick enough. And there we go. Let's put him on as a sub-fielder, dropping them keys like that.
I don't normally drop anything.
So there we go, umpire Langford's back now. We've got McCabe out there and Fletcher, he's just they're just having a chat out in the middle. A couple of the fielders having a little rest as well, but they'll have to get up in just a moment because we've got Saini about the bowl. He's coming back for his 2nd spell.
Sorry?
And umpire Langford, he hasn't forgotten the ball. He's just checking his little scorecard there. So here we go. McCabe on strike, no slips now. But 1, 2, 3 deep on the leg side. We've got 2 deep to the off. Inside the circle we've got a short third man, a backward point, an extra cover and a mid wicket. So here we go, 31st over, Saney the ball to McCabe. He tries to hit a wide one there outside the off stump and misses it. And so does Pad Malaya, but there's no runs or buys or anything comes off that ball. So it's still 102 here for 4. Pad Malaya now, he's giving his hat to the umpire because he's going to put his helmet on and go and stand up right behind the stumps. So no slips for company now for McCabe or Pad Malaya. And now there's third man's dropped outside the circle. Who's come in? We've got deep square leggers come in and third man's dropped back. And that's a good take from Pad Malaya. Bounced a bit as well. He took that up by his chest behind the stumps there, standing close up. So no run again. McCabe just fires himself and has a look round. Here he goes. He just settles himself now. Saney's in the ball for all it is, and McCabe's half forward there and plays it from the crease, drives it out there to extra cover, and there's no run. So here we go now. The ball just about to go back with Saney. There he is, he's just got it now. Still 102 for 4 Tynedale. 31st over, still 113 needed. Saney comes in and bowls, and McCabe's forward and drives square this time, but it goes straight to the field at a backward point and there's no run. And the ball again goes round this offside field, and it's McCabe who just settles back and has a look at the field where there is a change in the field here. Third man's coming inside the circle, mid wicket's dropping out to the far boundary there. And here's Saney now bowls. McCabe chops down on it, behind square this time on the offside, but again it's too close to the fielder for a run. So the score stays at 102. And it's 113 needed still to win here this evening at Gosforth for the visitors Tynedale. Or 6 wickets for Newcastle City to take here. In comes Saney again and bowls. McCabe drives. One shot at the stumps at the bowler's end, and it just missed down to the left hand corner there. And McCabe, think he may or may not. Well, he would have been one of the two. I couldn't tell, it was too close from here, but the ball missed in any case, and he gets a single, and that's the end of the over. So 1 off the last ball there, which takes the deficit down to 112, and the score's gone to 103 for 4, I beg your pardon. 2 in my head. 103 for 4. And we've got Ulhack to bowl again here. Just going to have a look and see where the field is for you here. So we're looking out from beyond the mid-wicket boundary here on the far side. We've got a backward point, a cover point 2/3 of the way back. We've got 2 extra covers quite close in. We've got a long off, a long on, a deep mid-wicket, a deep square leg. So McCabe looking round the corner there. There's a massive wide gap, a tasty wide gap down to the final leg boundary. But here's Ulhack bowls outside the off stump, and the leg spinner, if he keeps it right, McCabe may not get a chance to get it down that way, but that one went outside the off stump through to Pad Malaya, and now Ulhack's in again, and I think he got something in his eye there. Dead ball signalled by umpire Bridge. So here we go. Here's Ulhack again to McCabe, and he chops this one up behind square, just behind square mind on the far side, the offside, and he gets a single, which takes the score to 104 for 4. 111 now to win for Tynedale. We're in the 32nd over here tonight. Here we go now. Here's Ulhack, and he goes, balls, and Fletcher pulls one up here, doesn't time it, but it's safe enough down to mid-wicket here, and an underarm throw in there, and Fletcher gets a single, which takes it down to 110 needed. 105 for 4 now Tynedale. Old Hack again to McCabe, and that one kept low, and he tried to go back and play it away, and it went under the bat through the Padmalea. And the oohs and ahs out there may not have been too far away from off stump. But we've got one slip in place now. We've got a deep square leg in, a deep mid wicket, a long off, a long on, and nobody out on that far side, the offside deep, and that one kept low, but McCabe's right behind that one, driving it off the back foot up to wide, long off. It's picked up now, and they're turning for two. No, they decide against it, and McCabe settles for one there, which takes it down now to 109 needed by Tynedale, or 6 wickets to take for Newcastle City here. Can Old Hack do it this time? Can Fletcher get this one away? Deep square leg still in place there. Fletcher's down and drives high, and it's stopped by the bowler, and no runs, stopped by the bowler there, Armin Old Hack, so no runs off the last ball, and that's the end of the 33rd over. That one would be 32nd over, that one, and it's going to be Saini who bowls again from the right hand side as we watch play here. It'll be coming in from right to left as we watch, so Padmalea is going to stand up again, and 109 it is Tynedale need here to win, and we're on 106 for 4 Tynedale. Just look around the corner there to see the scoreboard, and we've got McCabe on strike, we've got Saini about to bowl, we've got a long off in place, we've got a long on, a deep square leg, a deep cover down here as well. Saini bowls, McCabe hit on the pad, and half an appeal there, and umpire Langford just disappears off towards the leg side there. But there's nothing to say about that one, and it's McCabe again now to face up, no slips in place. Fine leg inside the circle here, 2 deep square on the far side, the leg side. Saini bowls full, McCabe's got it away, he'll get 4 for this I think, it'll run away up towards the boundary, 4 down the fine leg. Umpire Langford there signals up to the scorers, so there we go, 4 more off the deficit, which takes it down to 105 needed now. And the score at 110 for 4 Tynedale. 104. And here we go, here's Saini again now. And he comes and bowls, and McCabe's back and drives it through past under the right arm of extra cover. It's running up towards the boundary, it's fielded now, they're back for 2 runs. And in it comes, and it's fielded there, safely taken by Saini, so 2 more runs to the total now, which takes the deficit down now to 103. Here's Saini again now, comes in to bowl over the wicket and bowls to McCabe, who flashes that one up towards mid wicket, in front of the boundary there, quite far in, and he gets another single, which takes the deficit down now to 102 needed, and 6 wickets for the home side to take here, Newcastle City. Fletcher under strike. Here's Saini again, Joyce Saini comes in and bowls, he's there now. Fletcher pulls it away, up towards deep square where there's a fielder, he takes it on the second bounce, and he gets 1 there, Fletcher, which takes it down to 101 needed now. 101 needed. Here we go now, here's Saini again, just turns at the end of his run, quite a short run. Here he comes and bowls, full toss, and McCabe's hit that one, and he may be out, and he's missed it. He's misfield, it's gone over the boundary, 4 runs. And that looked like it was going straight to the field, and it looked maybe to bounce in front of him and roll underneath him, so could that be the turning point here? Just a little bit of hard lost in the field here, and there was 4 off the last ball there for McCabe, and that takes the deficit now down below 100. It's now 97.
118.
And 118 for 4 Tynedale, and it's Fletcher who's on strike this time, 118 for 4 Tynedale. They need another 97. Long off and long on in place for the new over. Deep square, deep mid wicket. Ulhack bowls full and he tries to drive this one Fletcher and he doesn't get there and swings and misses outside the off stump. And Pat Miller takes it. And here we go now. Here's Fletcher again to face Ulhack. Armin Ulhack is in now and bowls outside the off stump and Fletcher looks to go for that one. Wide ball called there, so 1 off the deficit. It's down to 96 here for Tynedale. 96 needed. Here's Ulhack again, drops one short and Fletcher tries to pull that one away, but it turned and bounced and taken by first slip there. Trying to carve that one out the air did Fletcher, but he doesn't manage it. And it's 119 now. Ulhack bowls full and Fletcher's driven it up over there. It's quite straight down. Now it's nicely fielded down at long on to our left. And Fletcher and McCabe add 2 more to the total there, which takes it down to 94 needed. 94 needed here. And Fletcher is on 47. So Fletcher batting at the moment to Ulhack. Comes forward and divots that one into the ground, and I think he hit his left toe when he fought the bat through there, and he just crouches in a bit of pain, but he's back up again now. They're on 47 not out. So we've got still a bit gloomy here, not as bright as it was earlier. Long off and long on, still in place, 2 deep down here on the leg side as Ulhack bowls outside the off stump again and Fletcher lets that one through and a wide ball is called by umpire Bridge there, which takes the deficit now down to 93. And Armin Ulhack will have to bowl another one in this over. Here he goes now. Bowls, drops short and that's low and that may be out. He's chopped in front, but no. The umpire Bridge says no. He may have got outside the line there. He went forward first and then went back. Lynn took the front foot out the way and tried to flick it away, and it struck him on the pad, but the big appeal brought nothing for the umpire there. So here we go, no runs off that ball. Here's Armin Ulhack again to bowl over the wicket to Fletcher. In he goes, good length, and Fletcher's on top of that one, knocks it down for 1 behind square on the leg side, which is the near side to us here. 1 off the last ball of the over there, and that now takes the deficit down to 92 with Fletcher on 48, and he has the strike. Fletcher on 48 with the strike, and Tynedale needing another. Tynedale needing another 92, and score there 123 for 4 Tynedale in the second innings here. And we're going to have Joy Sini to bowl again, right arm seam bowler, coming from right to left as we watch up on the balcony here at the club at Newcastle City. And he's spreading the field here. We've got a long on, a deep mid wicket and a deep square leg on the far side. We've got a long off and a deep cover this side. Here's Sini in again now, bowls, and that's flicked away, and he's not going to get 4 because it's not wide of the fielder up there. It's fielded now and thrown in, and Fletcher goes to 49 and Tynedale go to 124, and the deficit comes down to 91. Here's Sini again now with the ball. Short third man, a point, an extra cover in place inside the circle. McCabe drives, and that has beaten the fielder for 4, has it? Yes. Excellent try to stop that one. Just parried it over the boundary, but it was a tremendous effort to stop it there. But no luck for the fieldsman for Newcastle City as McCabe gets himself a 4, and that takes it now down to 87. 87 needed by Tynedale. And here's Sini again, in he comes to bowl, he's there and bowls, and McCabe chops down on it out towards point here, and there's no run, it's fielded off the ground, and it's all as you were in the field, and just yelps and shouts there, Just all getting a bit jumpy out there at the moment. And here's Cindy again, bowling to McCabe. McCabe's down, he's got that one. Oh, nice stop, a brilliant diving stop in at point there. And I think it's Armin Olhack who stopped that one. Down in front of us, just inside the 30-yard circle there. So just 1 to McCabe there, which brings Fletcher on the strike. He needs 1 for 50. And here he comes now. Here's Sini. And he's bowled him, oh dear, oh no, he's out on 49. Bowled on 49 by Sini. And what an innings it's been. It was a good length ball, and it seemed to keep quite low because he went to pull it away and it got underneath him, and it looks like his middle stump is out there, and Fletcher is out for 49. It's the 5th wicket to go, and Tynedale now with 5 wickets still standing, still need another 86. And just looking there, it's Josh Renton going out to bat, so it could be done in double quick time, it might not, but no doubt Fletcher will get his fair share of applause when he comes off here, because it's been an excellent 4th wicket innings, 4th wicket stand from these two. And yes, he's off, just walking down beneath us here, up on the balcony. And bowled by Saney for 49. And it's Renton who will take the strike. He's a right-handed batsman. And it'll be Saney to bowl. 128 for 4, Tynedale. 86 still required here. And here he comes now. Here's Sini in and bowls to Renton, and he jams the bat down on it there. And he gets away with it. No runs there, and that's the end of Sini's over. A wicket in it for him. And Tynedale at 128 for 4 now.
29.
129 for 4, I beg your pardon. Just corrected up there by the scores, trying to score through the head here. And 129 for 4 it is. And they need 86. It is. And it's going to be Armin Olhack to continue here. Still plenty of chat out there in the field. Olhack to bowl. Everybody who is deep. We've got 2 down here square on the leg side. We've got long off and long on in place. We've still got that diamond formation out on the offside as McCabe tries forward and tries to drive that one, but he mistimes it into the ground, and that's where it stays as Olhack picks it up. Now he's showing the ball to the umpire. Looks as if thinks it might have a bit of damage. How much do you want for that, umpire? I'd probably give him out. Now the umpire Bridge has got his jacket open. Looks like everything's going to fall out of his pockets. He's had to put everything down on the floor. And it looks like he's just about to cut a bit of thread off or something like that. Whatever he's had to do, he's done it now. And Olhack has the ball in his hand again, gives it a little polish. Now umpire Bridge has got to put everything back in again. So he's got the first bit done there. Now he's put his zip up, he's picked his stuff up off the floor, and he's ready to go. So here we go now. 129 for 5, Tynedale now. 129 for 5. McCabe's forward and just pushes that one out onto the offside square and looks for the run, but Renton didn't fancy taking that one on. And it is Olhack again to bowl. Here he comes now, and McCabe hits a full one past the bowler out to the left. It's going straight up, but it's fielded by long on, and one more to McCabe there, which takes it to 130. 85 to win now for Tynedale. 85 it is to win, And we're in the 36th over here. 36th over this one. Arminal Hack to bowl to Renton. Josh Renton on strike. Renton's back and just defends that one down to the leg side, and another plume of dust whistles away across to the right. Padmalea picked that one up. And here's Ul Hack again, Arminal Hack, and he goes to bowl. Bowling to Renton, drops on short outside the off stump, and Renton looked to play that one, but he didn't get very far with it and let it go, so no run there. 85 needed by Tynedale. Ul Hack again now, flights one up, and Renton's equal to it, just pushes it out onto the offside there, and that's the end of the 36th. So here we go, 14 overs, 85 needed for Tynedale, or 5 wickets for Newcastle City to take. And it's going to be Joy Sini to continue here. Right arm over the wicket, it's going to be McCabe on strike. Deep square leg in place again. Deep mid wicket, long off, long on. Deep cover down here as well. And have we got nobody at third man this time. Now we're having a swap in fielders. Ul Hack looks like he's sprinting across there to mid wicket. Over comes, he's swapping there. So we're having the same field, but just 2 men swapping round there for Newcastle City. So there we go. McCabe facing Sini. He swings hard, he's driven it over the head of extra cover. It's racing out towards the boundary across to the right. It's picked up now. They've run 2, and the ball flies into the bowler's end, and that's nicely stopped in the end. A hard bounce there. Padmalea was down to pick that one up, so 2 to the total. 83 now to win for Tynedale. 83 to win. And here's Sini again, bowls to McCabe, drives it up the pitch, 1 bounce to the field of it long on, who doesn't take it cleanly, so 1 to the total, and now the deficit comes down to 82 needed by Tynedale. 82 it is. And we're in the 37th over this one.
357 to 6.
And here's Sini again, about to move in to bowl from right to left as we watch to Renton this time, and that was a fast one, and it zipped onto him and he just jammed the bat down in time, and the ball comes out here to point, and it's fielded and there's no run. And here's Sini again with the ball. Renton on strike. 82 to win for Tynedale. Renton just pushes it down back to the bowler, and Sini picks it up and makes his way back towards his mark.
Did you win?
Yeah, we won.
So here we go again. Field hasn't changed, still in the same place. It's Renton on strike. Jogger up there just runs behind the bowler's arm, and now he looks like he's hiding behind one of the floodlight pylons. But here's Sini again to Renton, who pushes for 1 into the offside and into extra cover there, just in the gap between point and extra cover, and he gets a single, which takes it down to 81 needed by Tynedale. They need 81 to win, chasing 215 here. And we're in the 37th over this one, of 50, of a maximum of 50. Fletcher, the last man out, bowled for 49. Sini, driven by McCabe up towards the straight boundary to the right there. It's fielded now, and they just get 1, and that takes it now down to 80 needed, and that's the end. 80 of 13 overs it is now. 80 of 13 needed here. So here we go at Tynedale. It is 5 wickets for Newcastle City to take. We've got 78 balls to do it in. 80 off 78.
12. Got one left.
And it'll be McCabe to take up the strike again. It's going to be Ulhack to bowl. What time? We're past 7, coming up to 20 past 7. So if you joined us at 7 o'clock, good evening here. We're still going. Armin Ulhack to bowl to Callum McCabe. Tynedale 5 wickets down, needing another 80. And he jams the bat down on that one. And now it's 80 needed of 77. 80 needed of 77 for Tynedale. Ulhack it is to bowl. 2 in the deep straight. Any bowls? McCabe just turns that for 1 into the leg side. Padmalaya's after it. They might get 2 here. They're coming back. No, Padmalaya's got it now and throws in. And they settle for 1 there, which takes it now down to 79 needed of 76 balls. 79 of 76. And I think we must have some of the Newcastle City second team up here on the balcony with us at the moment. But here's Ulhack again to bowl to Renton this time. 1 slip in place now. Renton's back, and that bounced from quite full of a length, and Renton couldn't get at it outside the off stump there, and Padmalaya takes it. 75 balls left now and 79 runs needed. 79 of 75 for Tynedale. Here we go. Ulhack bowls full, and Renton swings and misses outside the off stump. 74 balls left now, 79 needed for Tynedale. And I've lost Stacey Lavery just for the moment. I can't see where she's gone, but here's Ulhack again. He loops one up, and it's missed Renton. It's missed the wicket keeper, and it's shot away out to the leg side, but there's no run. 73 balls left now. .73 balls, 79 runs for Tynedale. Here's Ulhack again to Renton again outside the off stump, and he lets that one through, and there's no run, so another dot ball. 72 left, 79 needed, and that's the end of the over. So we've got 12 overs remaining here, 72 balls. Tynedale needs 79, or Newcastle City need 5 wickets. And who'll bowl next for the home side here at Gosforth tonight? I'm on 136 for 5, Tynedale. 136 for 5. With 79 needed of 72 balls. So here we go. Oh, there you are. You've reappeared. Stacey's reappeared here in our commentary position up here on the balcony. It's going to be... Oh, we got the ball. Is this Kumar coming on back on? Is it? He's changed ends now, and he's going to bowl to McCabe. Third man in fine leg up. 2 deep on the square side to the leg on the far side. Full ball, and it's driven for 1 up here. The deep cover on this side, fielded now, and McCabe goes through. So that brings the deficit now down to 78 needed of 71 balls. 78 of 71 for Tynedale. And here's Kumar again off a short and even shorter run this time. Blasts one into Renton, who pushes for 1 to point. So 70 balls left now, 77 needed for Tynedale. And here we go, 18th game of the season. Last 5, we're into the last 5 games of this campaign now, as Kumar's in now, and McCabe drives high up through extra cover. It's racing up towards the boundary. I don't know if it'll get there. No, nicely stopped. Down stop, and it's thrown in, and McCabe has got 2 runs up there, and now the deficit's down to 76 from 69. 76 needed from 69 balls here. Kumar bowling, McCabe on strike again. Hits this one out for 1 again up through extra cover, but it's fielded on the edge of the 30-yard circle, so there's 1 run. It's 75 needed now.
You should play Wednesday like
from 68, 75 from 68. Here's Kumar again now, and he comes and bowls. Renton, he's hit it over the head, he's going to be out. Oh, he's dropped it, it's dropped, it's short third man. It's dropped, it's short third man, and Renton has got away with a single there. There's an overthrow, and they're coming through for one, a double play here. And it's thrown in an annoyance maybe, so 2 runs there. 2 runs under the total after overthrow after the dropped catch at short third man there. And that's now down to 73 needed of 67. 73 needed of 67. Kumar, swing and a miss from Renton. Ball, good length outside the off stump. And that was the last ball of the over as well. So 11 overs, which is 66 balls, and 73 needed here. And the score for Tynedale, 143. 143 is the score here for Tynedale. 143 for 5. And just to recalculate there, 72 needed of 66 balls for Tynedale. 72 needed of 66. And Armin Ulhack to take up the attack here. Here he goes now, up he goes and bowls, and it's wide outside the off stump. It's chopped down to point for 1 by McCabe. He runs through, so it's now 71 needed of 65 balls. 71 of 65. Here's Ulhack again. Armin Ulhack bowls. Renton tries to play late then, plays and misses outside the off stump with a little cut shot. And now it's down to 64 balls, 71 needed. Here's Armin Ulhack to bowl again. Over the wicket he goes to Renton, who clatters this one over the head of extra cover, and there's another chance, a one-handed chance above his head there. And Renton's come for 1, and now he wants 2, but McCabe sends him back. And there's 1 off the total, so it's 70 needed now. 1 under the total, 70 needed of 63 balls. And here's Armin Ulhack again. And he goes and bowls. McCabe this time turns it round the corner up towards square leg. They're pushing for 2 here. They're coming, they're going to get it quite easily. It's fielded now and thrown in. So 2 more runs to the total, which takes it down now to 68 needed of 62. 68 of 62. And here's Armin Ulhack again, bowling to McCabe again. Bowls now, McCabe batters down on a short one and a bouncy one up to deep cover point there, 2/3 of the way back. And he gets a single. And that takes it down now to 67 wanted for Tynedale of 61 balls. 67 of 61. Now here's Ulhack about to bowl. Over the wicket. He goes, he's in and bowls. Last ball of the over. He's edged it up through third man and it's racing up towards the boundary. I think it'll go for 4 this one. It will. It's across the boundary now. And it's Renton who's hit a 4 there off the last ball of that over, the 11th. The 11th last over there. And now we're down for Tynedale. They need 63 of 60 balls. So a timely boundary there for the visitors. A timely boundary. And we're up to the score for Tynedale. 152 for 5. 152 for 5. And 63 of 60 balls. And here we go. It's Callan McCabe about to bowl, and it's going to be Ishan again, is it? I just can't see there. Ishan to bowl, yes. Ishan Ulhack. 63 of 60 needed for Tynedale here. Here's Ishan bowling to McCabe now. Bowls, and it's chopped away for 1 into cover point on this near side. And he goes through, and that's now down to 62 needed of 59 balls. 62 off 59. Yes, Ishan Ulhak again, just down at the end of his run. About to bowl. Get just a slight bit gloomier here. At Gosforth, in comes Ishan Ulhak, bowls and he's hit it high and it may be caught. No, one but two bounces and rolls across the floor to the fielder down here, deep cover. So one run there to Renton, that's now down to 61 from 58. And Ishan Ulhak about to bowl again. Here he comes now. He's in now and bowls, and McCabe's edged it through beyond. Oh, it's took a spin there, but that's a good stop by Kumar. He sliced that one and it had top spin on it and it got away, but Kumar was equal to it. So just one up through third man there for McCabe, which takes it down now to 60 needed from 57. Here's Ishan Ulhak again. Up he comes and bowls. He's there and bowls and he's hit it straight into the arms of extra cover there has Renton. It's Renton who's gone. There was a fast ball outside the off stump and Renton hit it quite hard, but it was straight into the hands of the fielder there at extra cover. And now Tynedale have just, was it Khan who caught it in there? Yes, in at extra cover. And with 56 balls left now, Tynedale still needs 60 and they've only got 4 wickets left now. And it's Scott who's going in to bat, Matty Scott. And we'll be back in just a tick with Tynedale. We'll stay on the air, but I've just got to play the advertisement here. And we'll be back in a tick with Tynedale needing 60 of 56 balls.
You are listening to Cricket West Tyne program on Spreaker Online and Podcast Radio in association with the Royal Oak Country Pub, Cornsey Colliery, experts in business consultancy, and Cannon Bristle and Dairy Products. Drink well, eat well, do business well, listen well.
And welcome back here to Gosforth tonight. We've got Tynedale with the new bat, Matthew Scott out there now. 4 wickets left for Tynedale to hit these 60 runs. Scott's edged it through to short third man and there's a shot at the stumps and there's overthrows. They'll come back for another one here. 2 runs added, that's the third lot of overthrows we've had. In the second innings here, it was a shot from Kumar, so 2 more to the total, and that takes the deficit now down to 58. And 55 balls left. 58 off 55, yeah. Here's Ishan Ulhak again, about to bowl to Scott, who just takes his time here. Ishan's in and bowls. Scott pushes it for 1 up towards long on, who's 2/3 of the way back there. He gets through safely enough, so it's 57 off 54 now. 57 off 54 for Tynedale. And Division 1 here, and that was the end of the over as well. So 9 overs to go. 158 it is. 158 for 6 Tynedale. So take 1 off that, 57 needed, 57 off 54. And we've got Scott on to strike, and have we got Khan coming back on, Zoyab Khan here to bowl. And we haven't got any sunshine here, but it's still clear out there. And Scott will be on strike with 1 slip here. We've got a long off and a long on. We've got fielder deep here, down a deep square leg. Got the slip in, we've got a deepish gully, we've got a backward square leg. A deep cover, 2/3 of the way back, and extra cover. And here's Scott now facing Khan. He played and missed there outside the off stump. It was a quick ball there from Con, and Padmalea was equal to the task, so 57 needed off 53 now. 57 off 53. Scott facing right-handed. Round the wicket goes Con. Scott comes forward and it spat up at him again, and he played and missed. A dot ball, another dot ball. 52 now needed. 52 deliveries needed. Still 57 runs. So 52 deliveries, 57 runs needed. Tynedale here. 4 wickets for Newcastle City to take. Con again to bowl to Scott. Scott plays and misses again. That's 3 in a row now. And it's down to 51 deliveries and 57 needed. And here we go at Con in again now. He's there in bowls, and Scott's down the wicket, and a stumping chance has been missed. Oh my word, they're going for an overthrow as well. So it's thrown at the bowler's end, and from square leg there, and Padmalea was like a caught fish there. He was flapping about all over the place, and he missed the stumping. The throw came in, he threw at the stumps, and there's an overthrow as well. So it's down now to 56 needed off 50 deliveries. 56 off 50. Now Padmalea's having a talk with one of his fielders there at slip, and he's back in position now. So it's McCabe on strike again to Con, and McCabe's back and tries to punch this one away, but it's a dot ball. 49 deliveries left now. 56 needed. 56 from 49 here for Tynedale to maintain 5th place in Division 1 of the Northumberland and Tyneside Cricket League. You're listening live here tonight on Spreaker Internet Radio on the Cricket West Tyne programme. As McCabe's back and pushes for one up here towards mid-wicket, and Con's having to go after that himself. So now it's down to 55 needed off 48. 55 needed off 48. And 160 for 6, Tynedale. 160 for 6. And 48 balls, 8 overs it is to go. 55 needed off 48. And who have we got coming on the bowler? We've got to change a bowler down that end, or is it Ishan? Ishan's coming back on the bowl. And there's a great debate going on in the field here about what happens next. And we're coming up towards 20 to 8 here. So it's going to be McCabe on strike. Kumar looks as if he's walking up over here. I think he's off I think the injury must have paid dues now. And Kumar's come off. So we're down to 10 fielders out, 8 in the outfield. So Padmalea's going to have to do his best here. So what have we got? We've got a short third man, we've got a deep cover, we've got an extra cover, a long off and long on, a deep mid wicket and a deep square leg, and now in comes square leg inside the circle. And here we go now. Here's Ishan, bows to McCabe, wide of the off stump, wide signalled by the umpire, and they get 1 run, so 2 to the total there, 2 added on, so now it's down to 53 from 47, 53 from 48 with the wide there. So yes, we've still got 48 balls left with the wide. 53 from 48 for Tynedale to win, off 4 wickets for Newcastle City to win here. Here comes Ishan. He's in and bowls, and he's driven this one as Scott. It's going up towards the fielder at long on. It's picked up now, and Scott goes through for the single. And that takes it now down to 52 needed from 47. This time, 47 deliveries. 47 balls left here. Padmalea on his own in behind the stump. Short third man, short fine leg. 4 out in the field. Here's Ishan, and he's inside edged it up for 4 to fine leg. Scott has 4 more to the total. And McCabe, I beg your pardon, that was who hit that. McCabe it was, inside edge to Nishan, ball up for 4 to the boundary at final leg, so it's down now to 48 needed of 46. 48 of 46. And at the end of the over, we'll get an update on the score for you. But right now, Tynedale need 48 of 46, or 4 wickets for Newcastle City to take. Here's Ishan again, he's in and bowls. McCabe goes back and plays up here at a deep point for a single. He's trying to push it, but it's fielded now, and in it goes to the wicketkeeper Pat Malaya, so it's now down to 47 of 45. 47 of 45 needed for Tynedale here. Just goes a little bit gloomier. Not too much though, it's still clear enough here as we come up towards 20 to 8 at night here down in Gosforth. As it's Ishan in again, the ball, he's there. Scott drives it, he's got it through, and will that beat the field out? But long off, wide long off, it doesn't. He gets it now, they're going for 2, and it's wide of the stumps. A bad throw there, leaves them through for 2. And they had to hurry though. Scott had to get his skates on there, so 2 more off the deficit takes it down now to 45 of 44. 45 of 44 needed for Tynedale. Scott on strike. Here he comes now. Here's Ishan in the ball. Scott goes back and plays and misses outside the off stump. And it goes to a dot ball there, 43. Deliveries left now, 43 balls to score 45. And Scott just surveys the field as well he might do, have a look around. Here we go, he's in place now, a big gap through on this offside here. And just 8 outfield players now for Newcastle City, and Scott strikes that one up towards the deep mid-wicket boundary there. It's fielded now, they're coming back for 2. McCabe scuttles through, 2 runs there to the total. And the deficit comes now down to 43 of 42. 43 needed from 42 here for Tynedale. And that's the end of the over. And there's 7 left, 42 balls. 172 for 6, Tynedale. 172 for 6. And 43 needed from 42 here for Tynedale, or four wickets for Tynedale, for Newcastle City to take. And it's going to be Khan to bowl at this end again. He might have to pull something out the bag for Newcastle City here, the professional this season. Left arm around the wicket, he'll go to McCabe. There's 5 out at the minute, they'll have to bring one in. In comes deep cover. And here we go. Extra covers Saini right on the edge of the circle there. Khan to bowl. Round the wicket to McCabe. He's back and drives it through. It's beat. Oh, a nice stop there by Saini. Just as relaxed as you like. A fast shot there from McCabe for 1. And Saini just stuck a left hand down to it and stopped it at extra cover. So 42 needed now of 41. 42 of 41 for Tynedale to take here. And Khan's got something wrong with the bottom of his boot now. Perhaps one of his spikes or something's come out. He's just tightening one up, I think. Umpire Bridge at this end has just taken whatever it is he got back. But Khan in the bowl now to Scott, who pushes for 1. They're going quickly through to extra cover there. And another one to the total. It's now the deficit down to 41 needed of 40 balls. 41 needed of 40 balls, or 4 wickets to take for Newcastle City. Khan bowls, McCabe's back and plays into mid-wicket here. They're going to push for 2, they're coming, the ball's in now. McCabe will not make it. Oh, a misfield by Pat Malaya behind the stumps. And Pat Malaya makes a mistake there. And they've got through for 2. It was a bouncing throw and he didn't take it cleanly. So 2 more, which leaves McCabe on strike. And there was a little clash there and McCabe just shakes all the dust off him. So now it's down to 39. It's with parity now, the balls and runs needed. 39 off 39 for Tynedale, or 4 wickets for Newcastle City to take here at home. And McCabe just sorts himself out. Just putting his gloves back on now. Time's ticking on here, coming up to 7:45. And here's Khan again. Zoyab Khan bowling around the wicket too. It's hit him on the pad and he's given him out. LBW, McCabe has gone. McCabe has gone, trying to play away to the leg side. Umpire Bridge took his time there to stick the finger up, but McCabe it is who's gone. And Tynedale have lost their 7th wicket, so they've just got 3 left now, and they still need 39 runs from 38 balls now. 39 runs from 38 balls. And Callan McCabe, he dived in there, he comes off. Looks like he's been in the desert somewhere, and he's all dusty on his front. A brave effort from McCabe. And the applause there is very well deserved indeed. And just go out and have a look at the score here. 173. 176 for 7 now, Tynedale. 176. Thank you, Tony. 176. Paul Newton. Paul Newton is the new batsman out there, right-handed, and he could become a hero tonight. 39 needed off 38 for Tynedale, or 3 wickets for Tynedale to take here. 3 wickets for Newcastle City, I beg your pardon, to take. And we've got 1 slip in place for the new batsman now. Khan it is. Here he goes and bowls around the wicket. Newton turns it away up towards fine leg. There's a chase on here. It's running for the boundary. He's going to get 4. It crosses the line now. First ball for 4 there, faced by Newton. And that takes it down now to 35 needed from 37 balls here. 3 wickets for Newcastle City to take. Zoyab Khan there, the ball ran past him and he wasn't going to move. He'd let one of his fielders go and get it for him. So Newton's on strike again. Paul Newton it is, facing up to Khan here. 35 needed from 37. 3 wickets to take for the home side. Khan in to Newton and he turns it up for 1 here to mid-wicket. It's picked up now in the field and he goes through for 1, which takes Scott under strike. So 36 balls remain and it's 34 runs needed. 6 overs remain, 36 balls, and 36 balls left, 34 needed. And it is going to be Newton on strike, and it's going to be Ishan ul Haq who's going to bowl, and there's going to be 2 in the deep straight of the wicket and 1 deep down here on the offside and 1 deep at mid-wicket across on the far side there. Third man, fine leg inside the circle. Newcastle City 1 man down here. Kumar has to move off. We've got Ishan ul Haq in the ball to Newton now. No slips. He's forward, he's chipped it in the air up towards long on, but it's rolling up there now safely enough, and 1 more to the total, which takes it now down to 33 needed. 33 needed by Tynedale off 35. And it's ul Haq again, bowling to Scott this time. And here he goes, he's in now to bowl. Bowls, and that's struck him on the pad. They're going to get 1 here, 1 to the total. And it now moves down to 32 needed off 34. 32 off 34 for Tynedale. 3 wickets to take for Newcastle City. Here's Old Hack, and he comes and bowls, and he's hit that one for one. No, there's a dot ball and there's a chance of a run out at the bowler's end, but they're safe enough. So a dot ball there, 32 needed off 33 now. 32 needed off 33. And we'll get the score at the end of the over, won't we? And here we go. Here's Old Hack. He's pushed it for one as Newton into cover point there, and he goes through, and now it's 31 needed off 32, or 3 wickets to take here for Newcastle City. Tynedale 31 needed off 32, or 3 wickets to take for Newcastle City, and it's going to be Ushan Old Hack again, and it's Matthew Scott out there batting. Right-handed, no slips in place. Here he goes now. Here's Old Hack. Bowls. Scott gets that one away. Doesn't go. Straight back to the bowler. I thought he had it a little wide there and he was running up too long off, but no, dot ball. So that now takes it down to 31 needed of 31 balls. It's parity again. 31 of 31 for Tynedale, or 3 wickets for Newcastle City to take. There's a little scoop shot. He's got 4. It's racing away up towards the fine leg boundary, and he's tried that one a number of times. I've seen him play it, but he played that one almost perfectly, one assumes, and that takes it down now to 27 needed from 30 balls. 27 and 188 the score here. 188 for 7 Tynedale, but the more important feature there is that it's 27 needed of 30 balls, and we've got 6 overs to go, 5 overs to go here, and we're going to have, who are we going to have to go next? It's going to be Corn again, and it's going to be Paul Newton on strike. 27 needed, 3 wickets to take, or 3 wickets to take for Newcastle City, and there's 30 balls left in this match here. And we're coming up near to just after 10 to 8, and we've got a slip in place, we've got a deep square leg. Here's Corn again now, round the wicket he goes to Newton, who's back and plays and misses, trying to cut it away, and it's down to 27 needed now of 29. 27 needed off 29. I wouldn't like to say where the momentum is at the minute, but there's a change in the field and there's a deep cover point going up there to the boundary on the far side, and there's a big gap between him and extra cover, a nice tasty gap right on the angle there of the drive if Newton can get it away. But Corn's in now, Buzz a quicker one, slanted in, he's out, he's caught, and Newton is out, edged, and it's gone to slip, and a brilliant catch in there at slip. Paul Newton is out, edged to slip, and Tynedale lose their 8th wicket now, just 2 wickets left, and they need 27 from 28 balls. It was a fired in one, probably a little bit slower, and he went forward and tried to drive, and it took the edge, and up it went there to slip, and it was taken. It was a brilliant catch actually, and diving away it went quite quickly, and it was Faraz Hussain who caught that one. Well done to him. It was a good catch from up here on the balcony, but Newton makes his way off, and his brother David goes out now, David Newton, and it's still 27 needed of 28. And he goes out to join Matty Scott out there, and 8 from 188 now. Tynedale. 8 from 188. 27 needed, 28 balls left, and 2 wickets still standing here. And just trying to think who's going to be coming in last for Tynedale. Jimmy. Oh yes, James Percival will be the last batsman in. He'll be sitting there hoping he doesn't have to, but let's see what happens here. It's Zayab Khan bowling to David Newton, who pushes out to the leg side and plays quite safely his first ball. So 27 still needed, And we're down to parity again. 27 needed from 27 balls here for Tynedale. Zerbcon goes in again and bowls to David Newton. He gets this one round the corner. Does he? No, just a half clip there. And Padmalaya's out like whip it out the traps again to get that one to save the runs. So now we're down to 27 needed of 26. With 2 wickets left to fall here for Newcastle City if they're to win this match. Fully, that is, take the most points of it. But we've got a change in the field mid-wicket has dropped back to try and give Newton the single here to get him on strike, and he's played and missed, and that one must have moved away from him, and he brought the bat across, and Padmalaya took it up in the gusset there, right under the ribs, and now 25 balls left, 27 needed. Matty Scott and David Newton out there for Tynedale. In goes Corn again, he's there and bowls quick, and he's got it away inside edge. They're running up, there's one, it's fielded now, they're stopping at one other, yes. That's the end of the over, so it's 26 needed now of 24 balls. 26 needed of 24 for Tynedale. And the score now at 189 for 8. $189 for 8 now, and here's who have we got now? We've got Ishan Ulhak to bowl again. 4 overs left here. 26 needed by Tynedale. 2 wickets to take for Newcastle City. And we've got 2 in the deep straight of the wicket to the right there behind the bowler. We've got 1 each deep on the square of the wicket on each side. There's Ishan Ulhak it is again now to Newton, who swings and misses. And he moves back inside his crease there. There's Newton before Padmalaya runs up with the ball. So it's 26 now needed off 23. And even in the last 10 minutes this has swung back and forward quite a bit. As the balls and runs have gone up and down, those needed, and the wickets have come down as well. As in goes Ishan, and he's pushed it for 1 out towards deep point here as Newton. They're stopping at 1 run. So there we go, 25 now needed from 22. 25 needed from 22, and I'll call it from this far out. This is going to go down to the last bowler. What do you think?
No, somebody hit 6.
And there's a change in the field. It's just got that feel about it. Change in the field there. Mid wicket's coming across to square leg, and deep square leg's going across to deep mid wicket on the far side. So 3rd man and fine leg are up. 2 straight in the straight deep behind the bowler. Square legs come behind the umpire now on the edge of the 30-yard circle there. Ulhak in to Scott. He's got it for 1, just taps it out there. So leg by, I think, signalled by the umpire, yes. So it's 24 now needed off 21. 24 needed off 21, and I think we're still going here on Spreaker on the internet radio. It's coming up towards 8 o'clock. And it's Ishan Ulhak to bowl again now. We've got 21 balls to go, and Tynedale need 24 with 2 wickets still left here. In goes Ulhak, he's driven it, has got Newton this time up towards long off. They're just going for 1 now. Up there to the right, so it's now down to 23 needed of 20 balls. 23 needed of 20 balls for Tynedale. James Percival sitting down on the below us here, just waiting and waiting, hopefully, probably from his point of view. But here's Ulhak now, over the wicket he comes and bowls. It's full, and there's a big swing and a miss by Scott this time, and it goes through to the wicketkeeper Padmalaya. So now it's 23 needed of 19 balls. 23 off 19.
Ravine, Abby's there.
And here's Old Hack again now, balls driven and it goes out towards long off again. It's picked up now, that was Scott who hit that one. And he gets another one, and now it comes down to 22 needed of 18 balls, so that was the end of the over. So 18 balls left, Tynedale need 22 with 2 wickets still remaining here. And we'll just do a quick check up on the score at the corner there.
193.
193.
This is 48.
So there we go. 193.48 Tynedale. And yes, 22 needed off 18 here, and it's going to be David Newton on Matthew Scott on strike. It's going to be Corn to bowl. He's going to have 2 in the straight deep behind him. He's going to have a deep mid wicket down here and a deep square leg and a long off as well. That's 4 outside because there were a man down, and the 4 inside, or a slip, a backward point, a cover point, and a deepish extra cover on the edge of the circle. So here he is now. Scott faces up and he's hit it high. He's going to be out. No, 1 bounce to the fielder. They're running through here, and he didn't even try for it in the field there. He maybe didn't see it coming, but it looked up off the bat at cover point, and oh my word, he's gone. And it didn't catch. It was a catch on there. It landed about a yard in front of him, and Scott has got through for a single, and now it takes it down to 21 from 17. 21 from 17 here for Tynedale with 2 wickets still remaining. And here's Corn again, moves into bowl to David Newton. He's hit it in the air over the bowler, turning up towards long on. The fielder's chasing in, he's coming. The shot goes in at the top end, and he doesn't get he gets there now. And 2 more runs to the total. Pat Malaya was screaming for it up at the top end at the striker's end, so 2 more runs to the batsman. That takes it down now to 19 needed from 16 balls. 19 needed from 16 balls. And Corn about to bowl again now. Cover points just dropped 5 yards deeper there. Corn bowls now. Newton was a big show for LBW, but there sounded like 2 noises, and it's Newton who plays out there to extra cover, and Scott was looking for the run, he had to come back quickly. So that's 19 now of 15, 19 needed of 15 balls. In goes Corn again, he bowls to Newton and he's chipped it up, and there's a shot at the stumps, and the ball's come loose. And it's backed up again, so another dot ball there, so it's now 19 needed of 14. 196 it is. 196 for 8, Tynedale. 2 wickets still remaining here. Deep mid wicket in place now. They're looking to give Newton a strike, to get Newton back on strike. He'll have to give this one 2 at the most, yeah, if he wants this one, Newton, and he just plays it outside and leaves it outside the off stump. And now it's 19 needed of 13. The gasometer's fallen down here, it's just come down, not quite poverty now. 6 runs between the balls, 6 the number between the balls left, and the runs required here. 19 from 13. Newton on strike, it's David Newton. He goes forward and he's missed it, and there's an edge, and it's he's bowled him, has he? Yes, he's bowled him. He's gone. Tynedale have lost their 9th wicket, and he came forward there, and the ball shot off towards the slip, and it looked like a catch for a minute, but David Newton has been bowled, and Tynedale have lost their 9th wicket here, with the score still needing 19. So 19 required, 1 wicket left, and 2 overs to go. 12 balls left here.
Can you change the overs to 49, please?
And David Newton makes his way off. Corn gets another wicket, and it's going to be Ishan ul Haq to bowl the penultimate over here. And here we go. It's going to be Ishan ul Haq bowling to Scott. James Percival, the new batsman, in up at the non-striker's end. Scott on strike at this one. And here's Ulhack. He bowls on a swing and a miss outside the off stump, and now it's down to 19 needed from 11. 19 from 11. 19 runs to win for Tynedale from 11 deliveries here. Scott on strike, Percival. This is the last wicket. It came down to the last wicket 2 years ago. He's hit it hard this time and he's got it out, and it's fielded there at extra cover on the edge of the circle and 1 to the total, which takes it now down to 18 needed from 10 deliveries for Tynedale. Tynedale won by a wicket 2 years ago, and now the batsmen just have a little chat in the middle of the pitch. It's Percival on strike. Ishan Ulhack bowling to James Percival. 1 wicket for Newcastle City to take. Bowls. He's forward and plays and misses. They're coming from a buyer there. He's missed the stumps from 5 yards as Padmalaya. They're coming through for 2. The overthrows there. Padmalaya's missed it from 5 yards. 2 buys added to the total there. And it would have been a run out, but it's now 16 needed from 9. 16 needed from 9 here for Tynedale, and Newcastle City just need 1 wicket. 16 runs from 9 balls. 2 buys added to the total there. And if Newcastle City lose this one now, Padmalaya may well kick himself in the middle of the morning. But Ulhack to Percival. He's forward and drives, and he's come to extra cover. There's a shot at this. And Newcastle City have won with a direct hit. What a throw it was from extra cover there. Percival drove it, and Newcastle City have won this match by 15 runs, and Tynedale are all out there. Percival, the last man, run out by a brilliant throw in from extra cover there. He drove it out, and it was Corn who ran him out in the penultimate over there. A left-handed throw straight at the bottom of the stump, and it's Newcastle City who've won by 15 runs here in this close encounter just before coming just after 8 o'clock here tonight. And it's Tynedale who finish at 199 all out Tynedale, and the 2 batsmen up there came so close. The Tynedale lads are down below us here, and what a direct throw, what a way to win it for Newcastle City. The perfect throw from about 30 yards, and Percival with a couple of 2 or 3 yards short after such a good shot as well. But he had to run and he had to try, and he did, but he was run out, and here they come now. And it's Newcastle City who win this one by 15 runs at just after 8 o'clock. So there we go. The players are about to come off. I think it's time for me to go tonight. Been on for quite a while, coming up for maybe after 2 hours. Coming up 2 hours or just over 2 hours, I can't remember which. But here's the applause for the players as they come off here at Gosford tonight. And I'll leave you now with the result that Newcastle City batting first made 214 for 9, and it was Tynedale who were all out for 199, and Newcastle City win by 15 runs. So from here in Gosforth, it's good night from me. Speak to you again next week when we're up at Almouth and Lesbury. But from now, here in Gosforth tonight, it's good night from me.